So let's start off with an overview of the process. As I mentioned earlier, the terrazzo is a very process-oriented finish. It's all about the process, and it all happens right there. So before we do anything, the installers inspect the substrate, make sure it meets our industry's requirements. If it doesn't, we need to repair it or prepare it. We'll talk about each of these in more detail. If it's a bonded system, such as a resinous epoxy system, a primer goes down over that concrete. A crack isolation or crack suppression membrane, as we talked about, over the cracks. Then the strips are placed. Then the terrazzo itself is placed, troweled on usually. There's a grinding process that is an initial grind, and then there's a grouting process where if any of the chips have popped out or if any pinholes become apparent during the rough grind, we need to fill those small voids with the binder, and that's done from a kneeling position, forcing the binder into the pores, and that's called grouting the floor. And then there are many stages of polish, usually more than one. It really depends on how fine of a finish you want your floor to have. And then finally, we have a water-based sealer